welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Start of a very busy weekend in Jackson with the Hot Air Jubilee and Gusmacher and a few other things happening as well.
Yeah.
Hot day today. Right now 71 degrees. We could get to 90, but less humid today and no threat of rain.
Yeah, that wind was all right yesterday. I was outside for a little bit. The breeze helped. I think it was worse on Tuesday, but yeah, people are hot.
Not as hot as Great Britain.
No.
But nationwide, about 100 million Americans are in some sort of heat advisory for today. And be glad you don't live in Austin, Texas. Today will be the 40th straight day of temperatures over 100.
How do you live like that?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Wow.
And there's no relief at night because it stays into the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So if you grew up like me without air conditioning, it'd be a bad place to live.
Oklahoma City, 110 yesterday. Hasn't been that hot since the Dust Bowl. Wow.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. We've had some wet weather and we've had some hot weather, and it's summer. So we have our weekly mosquito forecast, and for the first time this season, it's not looking good.
Do you have our mosquito?
Oh. It's
You know, when I was, the nice thing about like traveling, I like to travel to places that don't have mosquitoes.
Where? Who
California.
doesn't? Really?
Yes, they don't have mosquitoes. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, they don't have that. They don't
They've
have the humidity either. They don't have water, so the mosquitoes really can't thrive without water. So I think that's why.
Drought. Yeah, so there are a lot of outdoor festivities this weekend,
Yeah.
so the mosquito forecast, I think, is appropriate, and here it is. Yes. Oh, high and severe and high and very high.
Severe is not good.
Severe is the worst. So Friday and Sunday. We're expecting more rain on Saturday night.
You know, I was, I'm very curious about Russia and all their things they do. I was wondering if they were going to turn on that Nord Stream 1 pipeline. They did. They turned it on.
The gas is on.
The gas is on, but it's still only running at 40% capacity. They could, they could put more through it. They choose not to. So that means Germany, Europe, they're still going to have a hard time with the energy and prices. So it's interesting. And of course, that 40% number that was backed, it was back down to 40% due to the war. So,
but good news, gas prices continued to decline. They're down 40 cents from 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's great.
They're continuing to drop. And in some places, they are below $4 a gallon.
Really? Yeah, I've seen that. What is it, that Gas Buddy website, that scam of a website? It's listing all the gas stations across the country that have gas less than $4.
One of the events that is happening this weekend, Faster Horses, typically we don't cover it. In the past, we've had a photographer go out.
We have. And how we would cover this is with photography. And a lot of the artists, they don't want anyone there captured. They want the rights to their own images and things like that. But we don't do any like in-depth reporting when we go there, so that's fine. We didn't get a credential. Oh my gosh.
MLive denied.
And that is insane. So that's a what would you call that?
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But that's a screw you to MLive because of the reporting they did last year, which is what newspapers do. They report. They did a scathing report on Faster Horses and some of the events and things that were going on, safety issues and things like that. I won't use some of the terms that they threw out just because I don't remember them. But yeah, so Faster Horses said, okay, you can't come this year. It's crazy. That's
Russia.
It is. Yeah, it's
like,
not. It's not a good look by Faster Horses.
It's a horrible look by Faster Horses. It makes them look even worse than the original reporting MLive did last year. And really, MLive coverage of the aftermath of Faster Horses uncovered really a lot of bad. As we all know, all of us that live here know that it's
good and
crazy.
bad, right?
It's-
There's
yeah.
good and bad to it.
So they, yeah. So
I'm telling you, Faster Horses, MLive is not going to like this, and they're gonna get you.
Well, they're going to be able to cover. I guarantee you, MLive is going to have people at Faster
Oh,
Horses.
there's no doubt.
They're going to be reporting. They're going to be taking pictures,
Yeah.
and they don't need credentials in order to cover the event.
Yeah, it'll work itself out. Trust me. We won't be there though.
No, we won't be
I
there.
don't want to go.
No,
I don't want to
I've never
go.
been, and I never want to go.
No, you went to a Doobie Brothers concert. I went to a Dave Matthews concert. Those are more your classics. So the kids can do the Faster Horses, but it's great for the Brooklyn economy. I do know that as
You
well.
know, and it's not an MIS event. Michigan International Speedway just rents the facility to
Yeah.
Faster Horses.
I think does Live Nation put that on?
Yeah,
You
believe
know that
that's right.
Saudi. You know the Saudi investment fund.
they own it.
They own like 11% of Live Nation.
Nice. Governor Gretchen Whitmer signed the budget yesterday. She was in Detroit. She stood on the corner of where the Tiger Stadium used to be, Corner Ballpark, which is going to be a new athletic facility for kids in Detroit.
Great.
$54 billion budget.
Woo! Is there anything in there for me?
Well, it turns out that in the budget for economic development and workforce grants, there's a lot of earmarks.
Okay.
And there is this one, very interesting one. $2,750,000 shall be awarded to a live performance venue originally constructed prior to 1931 that is located in a city with a population between 30,000 and 32,000. That's Jackson,
Okay.
and that's the Michigan Theater.
Yeah, I mean that's awesome. If that I'm sure that is. Yeah, that's great.
That is awesome.
2.75 million cash coming into town.
2.75 million for the Michigan Theater, and that's the way they write it in the budget. They don't want to say it's specifically for this,
Yeah.
because they can't do that. But so
Okay. Well, that's great news.
Exciting news.
Great news. We'll hopefully have some official release on that.
there may
soon.
be other things hidden in the budget. It's 1,700 pages long,
Yeah, I
and
haven't
it's
read
written
it.
in language like that.
I have not read it. 4 men have been indicted on that semi-truck smuggling deal that tragically killed 53 people. It was 4 Texas men, and they're being charged with conspiracy to transport undocumented immigrants, which is a ridiculously large business in Texas. So amazing that that happened. I mean, the inhumane ways that people do things is just absurd.
It's unbelievable.
But, and you think about people in another country that would stuff themselves in a semi just to get the hell out of their country. Not good there either.
No.
So.
The ESPYs last night. Did you see the ESPYs?
No, and I've been taking flack for not, but I will watch Dick Vitale's acceptance speech on YouTube later today.
It'll take you at least 25 minutes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Now, what was puzzling, I think, to a lot of people, Dick Vitale, recovering from cancer, 83 years old, still very fragile, in a room without one single person wearing a mask. You know, the pandemic is still
Where was that,
here.
in LA? You know, I'm surprised if it was out west and they didn't have the mask deal.
LA.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised. Yeah, I am surprised because when I was out there, you still see workers wearing them. But yeah,
I was at an event last night, people were wearing
Really?
masks.
Interesting.
13,900 new cases in the state in the last week. In Jackson, 270 new cases in the last week and 5 new deaths. So it continues. The number one message from health officials, get vaccinated. If you haven't already, if you haven't been boosted, get boosted. That's what we can do.
yeah, you can do that. Yeah, and you know, a lot of people have had it, come and gone, and are moving on. So that's good too. It's interesting. But yeah, I haven't talked to anyone that has like had it or had a second bout with it in a long time, so that is good. If you want to walk around Springfield, Illinois, and you're a pedestrian, it's going to be a lot more difficult. The city council last night, they passed an ordinance to keep pedestrians out of some capital city intersections. The measure targets 17 intersections, and these are big public walking intersections. No one will be able to enter the street within 100 feet unless it's an emergency. What are they supposed? Yeah, you can't walk around anymore. They're too dangerous. So instead of fixing the lights and the walks, they just ban pedestrians. That seems like a nice place to live.
5 signals on one.
Yeah,
light.
it's a lot going on there,
Yeah.
but it's 17 different intersections that people will no longer be able to walk through. I wonder if they have the police force that will be able to issue those jaywalking tickets. I doubt it. So continue as you were. There's a ribbon cutting today at CNB in Jackson Community Foundation. They're having an open house from 11 to 1 at the Fields building. Ribbon cutting should take place around 11:30.
So it's for County National Bank
Mm-hmm.
and Jackson Community Foundation?
That's right.
All right.
Yep.
We will we'll be there and we'll have coverage for you.
We have a former Jackson College baseball player that's heading to the big leagues. Did you know
No.
that? Yeah. Former JC player Eric Hildebrand. He went from Jackson College, then to Purdue, and he has found his way to the White Sox organization.
Awesome.
So,
Congratulations.
yeah, that's news from Jackson College yesterday. So, congratulations. And Rick Smith does a great job with that program. He is probably one of the most underrated baseball coaches in the state.
Yeah, he's
Great guy.
A great asset for Jackson College.
And he's been there since the start of the program.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Congratulations, Rick. Another success story.
Mm-hmm.
It's Thursday.
Let's do it.
It's time for our semi-regular feature. Is it real or not?
I hope you've got some good ones
I do too.
today because last time we played, I got them all right.
I don't think you're going to get them all right this time. So we have a collection of items that you may or may not find on your grocer's shelves. Here's one. Bob Ross candy. Paintbrush dipping candy. If you're a fan of Bob Ross, the artist, you can mimic him with candy.
What's the net weight on that?
0.85 ounce.
I wonder if that's the Mars people are behind that. No, that is real.
It is real. Yeah.
It's like Fun Dip. Brandon,
Yeah,
you
it's-
remember Fun Dip?
It's sugar. It's sugar.
Fun Dip.
Here's a new product from the Daisy Cottage Cheese people.
This is already giving me a problem just looking at this. I'm allergic to this.
You're allergic to cottage cheese?
I'm allergic to, yes.
Wow. Well, a new flavor from the Daisy people, blue cheese cottage cheese. And not only will it liven up the dinner plate with some interesting color, but I'm sure
Would you
people-
put that on something? Or would you eat it with a spoon? Ugh, I'll say that's not real.
Correct.
Oh, hi, you fooled you.
Not real.
Blue
That's gotta be one of the
cheese.
most disgusting things I've ever seen.
Has anyone said, could I have more blue cheese?
No. Well, here's a new flavor from the Frito-Lay folks. Doritos ketchup flavor. It saves you the trouble of dipping your Doritos into ketchup.
You're right, it does. I say that's real.
It is real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's right.
available.
Ketchup is a classic flavored potato chips, and I just thought we were the only family that dipped chips in ketchup.
You do that.
I used to.
And you put chips on sandwiches.
I do. I stopped doing the ketchup thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
From
welcome.
New Orleans, Wrap Snacks, wavy Lil Boozies.
Say it again. How do you say it?
Lil Boozies.
You're close.
You say it.
Lil Boosie.
Lil Boosie.
There's no T in Lil.
Lil Boosie.
Oh God. Anything that Lil Boosie would put his name on, I would try, and those are real.
They are real.
Well, who is it again?
Lil Boosie. I have all his albums.
Yeah. No. I mean, Heat.
You know, we had some chips yesterday that were awful. They were Great Lakes cherry barbecue.
Oh, I don't like cherry, but
my
I'd take Lil Boosie's heat.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Next, sweet and sassy, Dr. Pepper baked beans from the Serious Bean Company.
This, you know, it's interesting. This office, I mean, we cook beans on our dashboard in this office in the heat. I'll say that's real.
It is real, yes.
You know who would like that?
Teague.
Teague, but your grandson Jim.
James loves
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, he'll if we're at a restaurant, he'll ask the waiter, "Excuse me, Mister, do you have Dr. Pepper?"
And they'll
And they
say, no, we have Mr. Pibb, and he'll say, oh. And then we say, it's the same
Yeah,
thing.
and then he drinks it.
In the beverage category, Coffee Mate flavored Starbucks Nitro Cold Brew Pumpkin Cream.
I'm a nitro cold brew aficionado, and I think they taste like Lil Boosie out of a can. I would not recommend that. I would say that is false.
Not real?
No, not real.
Not real.
Jeez, I'm on fire today.
You are. Not real, but
They're
and a
don't
bad
waste
idea.
your money on nitro cold brews in a can. It's not the same.
No.
It is not the
And
same.
this Pepsi Draft, that's a scam
I haven't
too.
had that.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
We tried mac and cheese ice cream, remember?
Oh.
Everyone's coming out with these crazy flavors. How about Reuben sandwich flavored ice cream?
Oh my gosh. Does that
From-
come with an insert of Imodium AD? If that's real, that's disgusting.
From the Vadalil Ice Cream Company in Canada.
Oh, I'll say it's real.
Not real. That is really got to be the most disgusting. Even more.
You're proud of that one.
Yeah.
That's good.
Sour smog balls.
I bought these when I was in San Francisco. Smog balls.
Smog balls. Smog balls.
Smog balls. We've had smog balls, Lil Boosie, baked beans. How old is Lil Boosie? That's what I want to know. That is real.
It is real.
Yeah. And kids love that. Love anything that looks like this at a gas
Toxic.
station.
Well, the word toxic is
The
on the package.
trashiest looking candy, that's what the kids want.
Yeah.
So, wow, very good. Oh, there's more.
Trix has a new cereal. Well, actually, they've modified the cereal so that it turns your milk pink,
Instead of
brown.
tricks are for kids, I'll say that's real.
It is real.
Okay. I don't know who's buying this stuff. I would like to work on a new, a new product floor for McDonald's or Twinkcoin.
Twinkcoin, Stwinkcoin,
Stwinkcoin.
Stwinkcoin.
So there's a quarter in that coin.
There may be a quarter. It's a mystery,
What happens if you find the quarter and choke on it? Then you got to call a lawyer.
apparently, but you could end up with extra cash.
I wonder if the Arby's folks came up with this. I will say that is not real.
Not real.
Okay,
No.
very good.
Good idea, though.
Yeah. Ooh, now this, I have a friend who would like this.
Yes, it's a Veltini, a Velveeta Martini.
Are those olives or jalapeno poppers?
Well, it's Velveeta infused vodka, olive brine, vermouth, cheese drip, and a cocktail pick of Velveeta stuffed olives and jumbo Velveeta shells and cheese.
Ugh, that's interesting. Our green room guest is scoffing at it, but the Velveeta folks, they do things like this. This is real.
It is real.
Yeah.
Yep, you can buy one now and buy a kit. It's available at the BLT restaurants in New York, or you can buy a kit on Goldbelly for $49.95.
Oh, a kid on Goldbelly. I have a gift card to there. Well, that's nice. Yeah, don't try ordering that at your
No.
local Greasy Spoon.
And lastly, Heinz spoon fries. Many people order fries solely to consume the ketchup. This makes it easier. You just spoon the ketchup onto your spoon fries and eat it.
I don't like the Heinz people right now, so I'll say that is not real.
It is real.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know.
And then
Fries
where do
made
you
out
buy
of
it? Okay.
spoon-shaped fries, and that is it.
All right.
Is it real or not?
All right, that was a lot of fun today. Thank you. So, hey, we've got a great show coming up. We're going to get things started. The owner of Ducks of Mid-Michigan is
Lil
coming
Boozy?
up. No, we don't have Lil Boozy. Doug Warren next on JTV.
Searching for medical supplies can be a challenging aspect of the healthcare system, but with help from Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies, you can set your worries aside. Our expert staff takes the time to give each of our customers the personal attention they deserve and are trained to find the right products for each individual. If you can't come to us, then let our delivery team come to you to help set up your supplies so you can get back to what really matters, living your life. Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
Collins Brothers floor covering in 15 seconds. Plush carpet, pattern carpet, commercial carpet, carpet tile, ceramic tile, porcelain tile, glass tile, decorative tile, floor tile, wall tile, shower tile, subway tile, marble tile, wood tile, vinyl tile, and much more. Collins Brothers downtown.
Best of Jackson Award winner Laughlin Slice of Spice invites you to experience the best pizza you've ever had. Pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, appetizers, all prepared fresh for lunch and dinner. Take out or dine in our comfortable, spacious, sparkling, family-oriented dining room. Choose from our extensive wine list or enjoy a frosty mug of cold beer. Superb service, fantastic award-winning cuisine. Taste the difference. Open late on Friday and Saturday, all day Sunday. Laughlin Slice of Spice in the Village Crossing Mall on M60, just 4 miles west of Lumen Christi.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is small. Change is easy. Updating. Smart. A choice. Change is our company. Your company. Together, we can bring clean energy to Michigan and protect the environment for generations to come. Learn about your clean energy choices and how you can become a force of change. consumersenergy.com/change.
With proper alignment, your vehicle's tires can last a lot longer. At G-Force Automotive, we perform a comprehensive front-end inspection and perform a complete alignment on your car, truck, or SUV. We'll keep you driving straight down the road. At G-Force Automotive, we make friends one car repair at a time.
The morning show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishings, now in their third generation as a family-owned and operated business. Vermeulen's takes pride in helping people furnish their homes with comfortable brand-name furniture at affordable prices, and they've been doing that since 1925. Home Furnishing Showroom in Jackson features room-like settings so you can see, touch, experience, sit down, enjoy the fabrics, colors, and styles that you will have in your home. From Vermeulen's at 2105 West Michigan Avenue in Jackson.
This week is the Gus Macker, and we will welcome over 200 teams to downtown Jackson for 3 days worth of festivities that were made possible by your contributions. Join us this weekend, thanks to Art Main, Henry Ford, and CNB, and all the action, all the lineup is available on the Gus Macker website. We hope to see you down here this weekend. We'd now like to welcome the owner of Ducks of Mid-Michigan, Doug Warren. Good morning, Doug.
Good morning, gentlemen. Thanks for having me on.
You're filling in for Little Boosie, who could not make it today.
I tell you what, I think I might have been a little too loud in the green room when you kept trying to get your dad to pronounce it, and I was just in there rolling.
Yeah,
it was an interesting segment.
He still has not pronounced it right, but we'll get to that.
You know what? I think I can make it through the day without having that accomplishment.
I bet not.
I mean, I didn't know how to pronounce it either. I'd never even heard of him.
So you guys have been you've been busy in a lot of different lanes,
yeah.
But let's talk about Ducks. Seen you guys out everywhere. Seen your trucks everywhere. I want to talk about the dryer vent cleaning. As you know, I do a lot of laundry, Doug.
Yeah.
And I'm very nervous about it. It's not, people think you're cleaning your dryer vent. Oh, you're just pulling the thing up. No, you really need to hire you to clean the dryer
clean
vent.
it. Yeah, we do several of them a day, and it's actually one of the leading causes of fires in the United States. And Fire Administration, government entity, recommends it's done annually. It helps the efficiency of the dryer itself, so therefore you're saving on energy costs by having it done annually. But it's we get so many calls about them. Sometimes they're pretty simple, sometimes they're really long, sometimes they're difficult to do. You can see some of these photos up here.
Wow.
It's just that clearly it needs to be done, and you see how much lint we pull out of some of these systems, and then they sell those self-cleaning kits at like Lowe's and Home Depot, and we probably get 2 to 3 calls a month to go out and remove those self-cleaning kits from the lines.
Same reason you can't find a steel chainsaw at Lowe's or Home Depot. You gotta buy them where you need them.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Wow, I bet I need my dryer vent cleaned.
Where's all that lint come from? I mean,
The clothes and the whatnot.
I know, but shouldn't there be a point where there's just no more lint left in a shirt?
You would think so. You would think so.
You guys have also done a lot of HVAC restoration, and that can be, if your home is damaged or your business is damaged, smoke, water. We think about water all the time, or fire. What happens to your system when you have those events? And then talk about what you guys come in and do.
So, when those vents take place, you're getting contaminants that are being released into the home, right? So in fire, when you have water damage, you potentially have mold spores, and if the HVAC system is running, that stuff's getting pulled into that system and it's getting distributed throughout your home. And so we will come in and we will clean those systems out and restore those to as new as possible. And so what we want to do is we want to get that smoke damage out of a system, get that soot out of there. Because if it's not, it's all a part of the process of getting your home restored to new. So you have a restoration company come in and they do all the cleaning. But if you don't clean the HVAC system, it's just going to continue to distribute that throughout the house. And so we come in and we pull that out. And if it's a water remediation job, it's the same type of thing. We want to get the mold spores out of the home. If there's anything else that's residual in there, we want to make sure that we restore the home to as new as possible. It's very important to us.
And we've had the ducts cleaned here a couple of years ago, and
we're all breathing better, I can tell you that.
Well, everything, I mean, you just noticed this, it was a very neutral smell after it was all done.
It's hard to describe, but you can feel it. You can feel it for sure.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, people who are sensitive, respiratory issues, notice it a lot more.
Yeah, right.
So people, whether it's a home or a commercial building, everyone needs to get this done at some point.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure. The dryer vent cleaning, I think people need to know more about that. That's just crazy. It worries me a little bit.
Well,
I never run the dryer like if I'm not home.
No, I wouldn't either.
But yeah, seeing some of this stuff and this does not cost $10 million for you guys to come.
This is pretty inexpensive. Yeah. And honestly, most people don't think about it. We will get phone calls from people who are like, I just bought a brand new dryer because my old one stopped working, and I don't understand why the new one's not working. And they have no idea that exhaust line just needs to be cleaned out.
Yeah.
And so if it's taking more than one cycle to dry your clothes, and the dryer is not 15, 20 years old, there's a good opportunity that it's probably the line.
There's probably a lot of people sitting out there with a backed up dryer.
Well, and the longer and the twistier your vent
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so you wouldn't believe some of the stuff we see, the way that people run one. We cleaned one the other day that was, they just had all this this flexible line, and they just threw it in this space above a basement, and then the basement's finished.
Yeah.
And how do you get to it? Yeah. So I had to send my other company, Homesteady, out there to create an access door so that ducks could get up there and actually reroute it and clean it out.
That's an interesting point when, a washer and dryer is something people think that they may know how to install themselves, and you may get into running some line and being creative, and you end up costing yourself probably more money and more stress in the end.
Yeah.
Do you find socks in the in the dryer vent? Is that where they go?
We have found a couple, but it's pretty difficult to get that far into a line. Generally speaking, that flex line that connects to the back of the dryer that goes into the wall, that predominantly is where all of the lint will. I mean, just depends on how long it's been since you cleaned it. But I tell you what, it'll be in there so long that it'll actually start to get wet, and you'll start to notice water. We've cleaned out lines that are like 20, 30 foot long that go across somebody's basement, and we'll pop an access hole, and 20 feet away, you have water dripping out of the system. It's been so long since they had it cleaned.
Wow. That's amazing.
And so
I'm
honestly,
afraid to have mine done.
The water is probably the only thing that prevented them from having a fire.
Yeah, that's amazing. Your other company, Homesteady, we're very familiar with that company, and you guys are growing. You guys were recently doing some work at. You've been downtown. You've been you've been at my grandmother's house. I mean, you guys have been doing a lot.
Yeah, we're almost wrapped up with a nice little project that we're doing down here at the chamber. We recently hired a new general manager for that business, and so I'm not as involved in the day-to-day. It's kind of nice to have someone help with that, with the development of that business, and we just hired another gentleman for that company. So
cool.
It's just one of those needs where your to-do list. People don't have time for it, or they just maybe they don't have the wherewithal any longer, or whatever it is. You call us, we can usually get there within a few days, get that handled for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the list of things that you guys can do, really there's no...
It's a lot of stuff homeowners walk past and look at every day and think, I should probably fix that, but I don't know how.
Yeah, absolutely.
We got a lot of that, don't we?
Yeah, I have one thing right now.
What?
You turn the light on and it doesn't stay on. But if you jiggle it, it does.
I'll call Home Steady then.
We have to take care of
it. Is that like a home steady problem?
Yeah,
it is.
For sure.
It is, yep.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you have to jiggle something in your home, chances are you need home steady. All right, thanks for coming in.
Thanks, Doug.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
President of Ducks of Mid-Michigan, Doug Warren. More of the morning show after this.
Whether you're hitting the road or need to hit the ground running, wake up to something better with a freshly prepared breakfast from your local McDonald's.
There's a better way to breakfast. Relay for Life doesn't exist because of cancer. It exists because of communities like ours coming together to fight it. To share moments of laughter, moments of silence. To provide a shoulder to cry on or a hand to high five. To raise funds that help the American Cancer Society develop breakthrough research, provide free lodging to patients, and give people free rides to treatment. Join Relay for Life and join the way our community is fighting for a world without cancer.
Hi, I'm Democrat Sue Schenk asking for your vote for State Senate. As a mom, lawyer, longtime public servant, and chair of the Washtenaw County Board of Commissioners, I have the experience to understand your concerns and get the work you need done. I will fight for LGBTQ+ rights, abortion access, gun safety, opportunities in health care for families, affordable housing, education, and infrastructure. I will go to the mat for you because I've been doing it for our community for years. Please vote Sue Schenk, August 2nd.
Greater impact together. That's what makes the new United Way of South Central Michigan extraordinary. Gathering the power of 3 locally United Ways across 6 counties means creating equitable, lasting change for the most people facing the toughest social issues. That's real impact right here in your community. Greater impact together. That's United Way of South Central Michigan. Learn more at unitedforscmi.org.
Dive into an ocean of possibilities during Jackson District Library's summer reading program. All it takes is 4 hours of reading to enter into the grand prize drawings. Win prizes including gift cards to Cascades Ice Cream, Jack 60 Bowling, and more. Plus family-themed programs and events going on at all 13 branches and a blog party July 30th. It's Jackson District Library's summer reading program, continuing through July 31st. Register today at myjdl.com.
Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping has been proudly serving the southern Michigan area since 1986. With thoughtful design and quality craftsmanship, our experienced experts can bring any idea to life. Stop into our brand new location and garden center today. From a total redesign to just a few plants to spruce up your outdoor living space, we have everything you'll need. Need dirt, mulch, stone, or topsoil? It's all here and on-site at Wilcox. And of course, we can handle the delivery. We can also take care of your fertilizing and weed control, irrigation from repairs to new systems, and all of your landscaping needs. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, everything for your outdoors.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Today's show is brought to you by the Dirty Bird, and they are located right 3 doors down from us, over 40 beers on tap. And they have great chicken, great different flavors, and it's been great having their patio open all summer long. Thanks to the Dirty Bird for helping us bring you today's show. Also, this weekend, the Hot Air Jubilee is going on. There's tons of things to do. There's a car show. There are helicopter rides. Would you do a helicopter ride?
No.
No, me neither. Helicopter rides, Model T ride. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Model T ride. And there's something else going on.
Steam engine.
Steam engine demonstrations.
Banana car.
A banana car, yeah. So we'll also have that going on. Again, this weekend, free, Ella Sharp Park. There'll be a hot rods and car show, top 25 prizes, and that is on July 23rd from 3 to 7. Again, busy weekend at the Hot Air Jubilee.
Joining us now from the Albion Concert Series, Swingin' at the Shell, Stephanie Dobbins. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I know you most from being one of my basketball players' mothers.
Yes.
And she's here today.
Thank you, Coach.
Yes,
she
of
came
course.
with me, yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it's, so I was looking at, you sent over some photos from the Swingin' at the Shell concert series.
There's one this Sunday.
There is one this Sunday. I have not.
First one this Sunday.
I haven't been yet, but the setting, Stephanie, it just looks like a great, Americana is the word I think of.
Yes, it's a beautiful, wide open lawn space. There's lots of room to spread out, and people bring their classic cars, and people bring chairs and picnics, and kids are dancing. It's a lot of fun. It's a beautiful spot. The band shell was a WPA project from the Great Depression era.
Yeah,
so it was finished in 1941. So it's a beautiful, beautiful setting. Musicians really enjoy playing in there.
That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Already we've had one concert this summer, the military band on the 4th of July weekend.
The Air National Guard Band was here, and that was a fantastic treat for 4th of July weekend.
Perfect.
We really enjoyed that.
What's the history of this series, Stephanie?
It started in 2004. The community band at that time was playing some concerts, and we would fill in between the community band and Festival of the Forks. So as the community band sort of disbanded, Swingin' at the Shell got more popular, and we are now putting on an 8-week concert series.
It's awesome.
The band, they came down into the crowd and danced.
Yeah, the whole place was.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Now, a lot of money has been invested and put back into Albion, a lot through Castor Concepts, and Castor Cares is the philanthropic arm of those companies, and you with Mitchell Golf, obviously. Talk about the importance of Albion. Obviously, businesses are located there, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to totally invest in that town. What's the thinking behind that?
I know for my family, my in-laws especially, Bill and Karen, they are really just passionate about Albion and giving back to the community. Mm-hmm. So that's really our motivation, is honoring the rich history we have in Albion, and making it a vibrant place for people to live and work in. So
it's amazing how much development downtown in just the last few years has occurred, and almost all of it has been because of the Dobbins family and Castor Concepts, and really putting their money where their mouth is, and supporting the community. It's so obvious, the turnaround of the downtown in particular, as a result of all of that investment.
There's a lot of momentum happening, so we hope that it will continue. But
the series, besides Castor Concepts, there are some other sponsors of Swingin' at the Shell.
The Shed family has been a longtime supporter. Oaklawn Hospital, American One, the Albion Community Foundation, Team One Plastics, Homestead Savings. So we've got none of that would be possible without their support. So.
And this is free.
It is free, open to the public, and we have people that come from Battle Creek, Jackson, all over.
What are some of the remaining concerts?
We start this week with Moonshot. They're out of West Michigan. They are a cover band doing music from the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Oh, that's good.
So our crowd really likes cover bands and familiar tunes, so that'll be exciting. We've got Motown, bluegrass, country, coming up. Something I'm really looking forward to is Cut Time Symphonica, which has roots in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, cool.
So that's sort of bringing symphony music to the people where they're at. And then we have Diane Penning, who is show tunes, and that'll be really cool.
What's the reaction from a lot of longtime residents? Because that's who this is for, the community, people who live here obviously come and enjoy, but what's the reaction been from people who lived in Albion for say 30, 40 years?
It is an Albion tradition for sure. We have people that come faithfully every single week, and it really is a tradition in our town. Yeah, it's great to see people coming together from all different walks of life. Yeah.
Albion really is a music town.
You're right.
It's got a lot of musician residents. It has a lot of history, and really it attracts a lot of people with the Balm and the Swing of the Shell. And you've had a number of festivals, blues festivals and street concerts that, if you like music, Albion's got something for you.
That's for sure, yes.
Are you a musician yourself?
I am not, no. I've learned a little bit. Thankfully, I have family members that are musicians, and so they can help me vet bands before we bring them in. Yeah.
Now, I know you're heavily involved. You've got kids. Talk about what the family life is like, and are you able to enjoy the summer at all?
Yeah, we're having a great summer actually. It's pretty low key. Just staying close to home this year. We didn't travel anywhere, but it's been a lot of fun. Owen's driving.
One of the kids is here.
One of the kids is here?
Yes, Molly's here.
Molly, do you want to come out? She's going to say no if I know Molly.
Oh, here she comes.
All right.
She's watching something else
She
on
was
her
not.
phone. Come on out, Molly.
Get out here, Molly.
Molly's a good helper.
Yeah, Molly is going into the 6th grade at St. John's, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
Correct, yep.
You going to play basketball again next year?
Yeah.
Here we go. Awesome.
What are you doing all summer?
I did a lot of camps at Lou and Christie.
Oh, nice.
No job?
No job yet, no.
Not yet.
Don't get one for a while.
Owen's got a job. Molly's my helper, though.
There you go. That's a good job.
Yeah. So.
Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you.
Oh, stay here, Molly. Stay right here.
Thanks, Stephanie.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing people from Jackson come over.
Absolutely.
It's a great drive, great Sunday evening activity.
6 o'clock this Sunday, Moonshot.
Yes.
At Victory Park, Swinging at the Shell. From Swinging at the Shell, Stephanie Dobbins and Molly. More of the morning show after this.
Ammonite's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake. We have what it takes to keep you cool all summer long. Great flavors, excellent selections. We're more than just an ice cream shop. Ammonite's Frosty Boy of Vandercook Lake.
Looking to sell your old coins, jewelry, gold, or silver? Call Mike McDevitt. Mike is an expert coin buyer with 50 years of experience and thousands of happy customers served. Call or text Mike at 517-745-0897 or visit his website at mcdevittgoldencoin.com.
I'm Phil Tripp from Tripp's Collision Centers in Jackson, Lansing, and soon to be East Lansing.
And I'm Barb Tripp. We can't wait to see everyone at this year's Hot Air Jubilee at Ella Sharp Park on July 22nd, 23rd, and the 24th.
We'll have helicopter rides, Model T rides, and steam engine demonstrations.
Don't forget live music, the Kids Kingdom, and the night glows.
Visit hotairjubilee.com for the full schedule of the best weekend of the summer.
We look forward to seeing you.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
Minuteman Sewer and Drains, because no matter when it is, as always, Minuteman Sewer and Drain is there with same-day service 24/7, 365. Minuteman Sewer and Drain will be there on that day when you need them. MinutemanSewer.com.
The morning show is being brought to you by Homesteady. If you have a home, you could probably use Homesteady. Doug Warren, owner of Homesteady, was with us earlier telling us some of the things that they can do for you. You've got some of those projects that have been nagging you, some things that just need to get taken care of, and it might be out of your expertise. We'll call Homesteady. They're there to help.
Our next segment, we have a visit with Experience Jackson, and this week we are heading to the Ella Sharp Museum. Welcome to a visit with Experience Jackson, and today we are at Ella Sharp Museum, and I'm with Julie Johnson, the executive director here, and Rachel Buchanan from Experience Jackson. And first of all, we're in the clock room, and Rachel, have you ever been in this clock room before?
I love this room. It's so fun to look around. Type A personality, love being on time. It's very comforting. It's really calm too. It's kind of a cool setting. I love the clock that looks like a kitty cat with a swinging tail. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool, and it's at the end of the building. You realize how big this building is. It allows you guys to have so many different exhibits. Talk a little bit about the space and what you guys have been able to do with it.
So this space came to us through Alan Spies, and he donated all of these clocks to us for use. We have even more clocks downstairs, so we do change them out every once in a while. But we are reinterpreting this place soon, and we're adding some children's things to it. So it's going to be a great, fun time.
On the way in, I walked by something you normally don't see at the Ella Sharp Museum, and that was kids touching things. Talk about this space as a father and talking with other fathers of young kids. This is going to be a great place to bring children, and it already is.
Well, thank you. Yeah, so that's our new exploration station space. It's all interactive, hands-on. We want kids to imagine. And it's all made up of 5 different things that you can find here in Jackson or that are part of our history. So nature and wildlife, because we're on the park. We have construction. We have railroad and car play tables. We have astronomy for part of our planetarium, and Al Warden being one of the astronauts from Jackson. And then we have Ella's Kitchen. So it's a lot of fun.
We have a great history, and every time I'm in the museum, it just brings back something that either you forgot about or something new. Not to put you on the spot, Rachel, but what's one of your favorite parts of Jackson's history?
I love the transportation history that a lot of people don't necessarily know about. When you can surprise people by letting them know that there was actually a car called the Jackson, I mean, how cool is that? I love it.
That's awesome. Now, you're new to Jackson, but you're very well traveled, so you've been all over. You've seen a lot. What was it about Jackson maybe that surprised you with its rich history?
You know, I think it's the fact that we go back all the way to the Civil War, and we played such a major part in the Civil War that drew me here from the historical side.
It's very cool. Now the Hot Air Jubilee is right around the corner, and for people who are afraid of heights like me, you guys have a great program going on at the planetarium. Could you tell me about that?
Sure. So in collaboration with Hot Air Jubilee, we have had a planetarium show created just for them, and basically you sit in the planetarium and you look out over the horizon of the dome, and it feels like you're in the hot air balloon. So you're seeing everything below you and around you in the hot air balloon.
That's very cool. Now, Rachel, not every town, not every community has a museum, let alone a museum like ours. Talk a little bit about having this asset in our community and really what that does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not every community has a woman who's passionate enough to leave her legacy, to build a museum, to build a facility like this, and to bring history and art to life in the same place. So that's been really exciting. I'm so glad that we have something like that. And it really is kind of unique. It's a cool spin that it's, one person's influence who ultimately has made this possible. And it's just so cool to look around at the variety of things that are happening here, not only some of the things that are a little bit more permanent, but some of the exhibits that come in and out throughout the year.
Now, when are you guys open? What are your hours? Tell us when the general public can just come by.
So we're open Wednesday through Sunday. We are closed to the public on Mondays and Tuesdays. And I believe we have different hours on different days, but it's usually 10 to 5 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sunday.
We're back now with Sean Stenberg, who is the Director of Communications and Development at the Ella Sharp Museum. And Sean, this room is amazing. Every room I go in, but what is this room we're in now?
So this is a really amazing room. This was an Andy Andrews gallery that we have here, and what we have in here are some amazing pictures of birds and waterfowl from all over the place. And what's really amazing is most of these pieces are carved out of wood. So I want you to imagine, not only does it take a long time to paint something, because all these are painted in crazy and amazing, beautiful colors, but they're also carved out of wood. And crazy, isn't it?
It's just absolutely amazing. Now, you guys have some fun things coming up, some fun things here already. Talk a little bit about some of the different exhibits and some of the different things people will find when visiting the museum.
Okay, excellent. So moving forward in the future, in the near future, we're going to have what we call Small Wonders coming into the museum towards the end of summer. Small Wonders is an exhibit dedicated to bugs. So if you're not into birds, like in this particular room, you're into bugs, we're going to have a nice exhibit that's going to talk about bugs. We're even having hissing cockroaches show up, which is amazing. Yeah. Now, in addition to that, so if bugs aren't your thing, shortly after the bug exhibit, we're going to be bringing in Mr. Rogers, How People Make Things. So it's an exhibit dedicated to manufacturing all across the country, but we're going to focus on Jackson manufacturing, which is fantastic. We're going to go through a partnership with JAMA, the Jackson Area Manufacturing Association, and we're going to share that across the whole community. And that's another one. The next one we have coming up, which is really awesome, is the MOSA, which is the Museum of Special Arts. And so the Museum of Special Arts is an exhibit we have with people with special needs. So they made this art that is just truly fantastic, and we're going to bring that in, and I think we have 45 pieces to share with folks, and then we're going to cap it all off at the end of the year, beginning of next year in January with dinosaurs. So we're bringing dinosaurs in, and it's just going to be a blast. And if anybody wants a sneak preview on what the dinosaurs look like, well,
I heard you're going to be driving around with it in your car.
I'm hoping.
Now, Rachel, I mean, dinosaurs, bugs, I mean,
Pretty much.
I'm interested. Are you?
Yeah. Oh, I have 2 little people at my house who will be running around enjoying those dinosaurs and hopefully being careful with those bugs as well. Yeah, this is really, really cool. It's fun.
One thing Sean mentioned is the partnerships, which is one thing Jackson is known for. But talk about that, having that partnership with JAMA, and then acknowledging that history that we have with rich history in manufacturing.
Yeah, that's one thing that's great about Jackson too. The partnerships that do form. Experience Jackson's job is to find things that are awesome in our community, brag on them, and bring people into the community to be able to experience them, literally. So this is the kind of thing, bugs and dinosaurs, I mean, how would you not want to experience that in a little bit of a safer setting? I don't know if I'd want them in my house, but I'm cool with them here. So there's some really neat things that you can experience, and I love how they're starting to rotate things like that and just making it a really vibrant, fun way to be a part of Jackson and to come back as well, because you never know what you're going to get here.
Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. What would you say to someone who's never even been to Jackson? What are they going to find out about Jackson from visiting the Ella Sharp Museum?
So someone that's never been to Jackson, when they come here, not only are they going to understand some of the rich history about where we came from and why we're here, they're going to also find some tidbits of pretty awesome things. Like as you walk through the museum, you'll see something that'll remind you of your youth. Take a look at our Roaring 20s exhibit, for example. You'll see some things in there that a lot of our older crowd sees. memories that they remember when they were younger, which is fantastic. So in addition to seeing all those other things and experiencing the museum in its entirety, folks can also come to the museum and experience other things as well. We have a really cool program that was brought to us by Patty Egger. She paid for us, she sponsored our patio parties that are coming forward this year, which we haven't done in a long time. So we're bringing them back this year, and we're only having 3, but that's another thing that folks can come to the museum and do. On the last Thursday of July, August, and September, we're going to have some amazing music, some great food, and if you're a member of the museum, you get in for free, but the public can get in for $10 a shot.
It's such a great deal, and my mind flashed back to before the pandemic when we were here all the time, so it's going to be a great time. And those are kid-friendly as well, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're kid-friendly. 10 and under are free.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. We're Sean Stenberg from the Ellis Sharp Museum, and of course, Rachel Buchanan. This is A Visit with Experience Jackson.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
For over 30 years, the Jackson area has relied on the knowledge and craftsmanship of Allen Brothers Fence Company. From wrought iron and aluminum to vinyl, wood, or chain link fencing, the friendly staff at Allen Brothers is the answer for your next decorative, security, or containment fence project. Residential, commercial, or industrial, call 764-2922. Visit us on Facebook to take a look at some of our latest projects, or stop in and see us at 4200 Page Avenue in Michigan Center.
Welcome back to the morning show. News from the Jackson Area Career Center. Dan Draper has been announced as new principal, and of course, Dan, a longtime educator in Jackson. He's been with the Career Center for a while now, and he'll do a great job. So congratulations, Dan.
Yeah, Dan has, I think, been responsible for a lot of the
JAC 3.
Yep. Yeah. A lot of the great programs at the Career Center. So that's going to be awesome. Just makes the Career Center even better.
Absolutely.
That's it. We're all out of time today. We're inviting you to be back with us later today.
Today on your show, the mayor, Daniel Mahoney, Corey Mays from the DDA, Sandy Sykes and Lisa Kreiderman, Rick Walton with Carolyn Mosier from Jackson School of the Arts, and that's good things going. We'll see you at 1 o'clock, and then we'll see you downtown for all the great events.